ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. The Blue Devils will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Demon Deacons offense takes the field to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And guys with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Caught. And that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play.
Makes the catch at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And the Blue Devils have enough for the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And there is little that will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Wake! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 14-2. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Feeling some heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to take a shot. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the...
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Wake Forest, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
On second down, looking again to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Reddick. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the Demon Deacons get it past the sticks.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
The run from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Going with the ground game left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. You run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly to the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that a first down. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half.
21-7.
Fair catch called for and made. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. Pocket starts to collapse. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Got his man quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage.
All kinds of running room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harvey.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Blue Devils have pushed it inside the 20. On the move. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
28-14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Using his feet to buy time. At the 35, he's open. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. And the comeback is on. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ballgame and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the connection.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down at them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Makes the grab. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's running in the open. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Quarterback keeper. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll run the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Right down the middle. He's got it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
And the Blue Devils will have a 1st down.
And that's good for 1st down. Ready up.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Stenson. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And that's good for first down.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, is still short of the 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. This is a designed run. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option, but not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida and just the game.